War's over, but a soldier on, still battling the ghost long. Oh, oh, still struggling to see the signs, too heavy for a heart like mine. Say.
What's going on? What is going on, people? Turn some of these sounds down and get it going. It's been a few days. It's been a few days. I know it's been a few days. Let me go ahead and slow it down here. Down.
Keep my heritage to keep.
What's going on, everybody? It's Chris with Crypto Secret X, and today we're going to be talking about buying, selling. We're going to be talking about just the whole gamut of things and what's been going on in this meme ecosystem. It's been a lot. It's been a lot learned. It's been a lot. Those of us who's been on this ride has been quite a roller coaster, and it's we've had our good days, our bad days, our in-between days. And it's like it's a never-ending cycle that continuously just keeps going. Just talking to a lot of the people in the group, just kind of getting a kind of like a feel of just some of the things that they've been talking about. A lot of it, it's kind of predicated based upon just, when you get into the meme, it's like, you keep asking yourself the question like, okay, what's next? What's next? What do we do next? What do we do next? And it's also a process because it's you get into memes to make money. So today I want to talk to you about I want to be able to talk to the group, and I know we got people chiming in, but I want to be able to talk to the group, and I want to share some things what we've been doing in the Patreon group. And I think this is a really good teachable moment that can kind of show us some insides of what's been going on in the meme world and some of the things that you need, some of the things that I've even said earlier that, in the beginning, it was kind of like, nah, you shouldn't do it that way. Now we kind of look back, yeah, you probably should have did it that way. And there are other things that I would say in this process of building this meme ecosystem is that it is a huge learning curve. So I'm going to kind of open it up. I want to go to my actual YouTube. I'm going to turn it down. But I'm able to see it a little bit better because y'all know I've been straining here with these with this glasses thing. But let me see. I'll turn it down here. Let me make sure I turn it down. But I can see y'all. I can see y'all comments here, and I can see what people say. I can hear you loud and clear. Welcome. And so I can see those comments on the screen. It's like little tiny words, but here on my phone here, I can see these comments quite well. And so before we get started, and I got another phone. These things make a lot of noise here. So let's see if we can get this one turned down before we really get into it. Let's see, because I cannot have that doing this all day while we do this. Y'all bear with me just 1 second. Let's see here. I guess I'm going to throw it over there and hope we don't have to hear that all day. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. First I want to go ahead and look at Ted because, Ted has been one of the ones that has been rolling. And I know a lot of people have been asking me about other tokens, but I want to talk about Ted here and see where we're at. And I think we've come to a point with Ted and where we have to get retail investors in. We have to start talking about how to buy and getting more retail investors in, because we've gotten the crypto investors, but the retail investors. Now, what is the downside with the retail investors? When the stock market, when the bubbles look red and people losing money, people are more apprehensive to get involved with any kind of investment, because they're like, things, they don't look good to a new investor when they see a lot of red, when they see things going down. And then you have to kind of explain to them, this is the time to invest versus this is the time that you sell. And so, it's kind of going to be a realization for those of us who are in, but then it's also going to be a eye opener for other individuals that want to get into meme tokens. So let's see here. We can get to Ted here real fast. So as we get to Ted, and I'm going to go ahead and push that in here real fast here so we can get to it. Let's see. Currently sitting, and let's go ahead and pull it up real fast here. And here's something I've been noticing with a lot of memes, that people, when they get into the meme sector, usually, after memes get a run up, they kind of go down a little bit. It's either because people have taken profit, or some of the community investors get a little bored and they want to go. They kind of jump over to like the next new shiny object that's running. I think the biggest thing right now, and what I'm learning, is that memes go through phases. And so let me explain to you what I mean by phases. And this is just based off what I have experienced with various memes. And I'm going to take that screen off there. So let's talk about Ted. Ted reached the all-time high of 3.7 some million. And then you had, a sell-off there. And then it kind of went down, bounced. And Ted kind of moves with the videos and when things come out. I noticed when I look at Ted, a lot of times Ted starts running up after an AMA, after, people have, I've talked about it. I've let people know, hey, this is what's going on. This is what we're doing, blah, blah, blah. Then people say, okay, the Dev's still here. He's not going anywhere. I feel comfortable investing in Ted. Also in our meme ecosystem, we have people that buy astronomical amounts of the token, which makes other investors inside our community a little nervous. And so it's kind of like, it's a whammy when they buy, but then people like, I don't want you to buy too much. And it kind of, or they prefer, the Dev has a good amount and then stakes his name on it, or puts his, kind of stands behind it. Because with memes, there's like really no really security. I give you an example. I got on Pump Fund today, and I bought a token called Alien something. It was at 98%. I was getting ready to go to 100%, and the day I sold and everything went to zero. I mean, literally everything went to zero. And so it's just that threat of people, selling on you is what makes a lot of meme coin investors nervous, because nobody wants to heap in $3,000 and wake up in the morning and sitting and watching it and it's $100. Now if you put 100 in and it goes to 3,000, a lot of times people kind of automatically say, okay, I had 3,000, I lost 3,000, but they only invested 100, but they still feel the loss. And nobody wants to feel that. And so a lot of times when you don't know who are the major wallet holders in a meme coin, it makes people nervous unless there is a lot of liquidity behind it, unless there is a lot of volume going on with it. And I'm just being as candid and open with this as I can be. Those are the things that help people feel a little bit better when buying memes. And then, of course, we all know memes are based upon community. Community with any meme It's just with meme coins, you get to a certain point, and then it's like you have to get new investors. Now, some of the things you're starting to see in the YouTube sector, before we started a month ago, you see a lot of YouTubers now, as we talked about it, coming out with their own coins, coming out with competition. It's been a new thing. And even when I look at those memes, I see them, they hang around 1 million, something like that. And then I could see where the YouTubers kind of fizzling a little bit, or they kind of still trying to talk about, because it is a constant, moving of it. And so the biggest thing is getting retail investors in. I think another problem that I'm seeing, and this kind of talking, that things that you got to really hammer out, is the community's got to understand it, is that when you invest in any meme, they're looking at the developer as the person that has to move the coin, and that's it. And that's totally like backwards. What I've learned now is that the community has to look at it like, once I put my money into a coin, once I put my $100, my $200 in, whatever I put in that coin, that I have to really think of it as, this is my coin and this is my meme, and I'm going to do whatever I have to do to help promote it, to help get it out there, to help get it in front of more people. You have to look at it as an individual type process, because the thing about it is that out of any group, you have roughly about probably 10% of the people that's really working behind the scene. And it can be a little taxing on any developer if they are the sole person doing it. And a lot of times people call the developer and they say, hey, do this. Whereas I just look at it as, this is, my meme. How can I promote it? Like, how can I get it retweeted? How can I get this? And there, when you look at it like that, it's like you have so many different entities trying to promote it, and everybody has, a lot of general, really good ideas. I think the thing that kind of makes people a little nervous is just when you don't know who the major holders are. And the problem with not knowing, and this is why I will tell you, with meme coins, in the beginning, I used to be very nervous about a developer holding like 80% of the tokens. Now, there is a couple of things that I will take and I will look at when I'm looking at a developer holding that many tokens. Number one, have they proven themselves to be trustworthy enough to say, hey, through thick and thin, I want to see this project through. And then if I'm like feeling it's not, I'm going to be open enough to tell you as a developer to say, hey, look, I'm going in a different direction. I think that's something they owe their group. A lot of times you don't see that. A lot of times what you see is a developer just basically just takes everything out, just pulls it and disappears. I think that's one of the things. So it is a very scary thing to have someone hold astronomical amount of tokens, and at the same time, you not know, who you're dealing with. And so when you look at investing in TED, and when you look at making investments here, it is something that we're constantly looking at. And my thing is, have everything in position. So when money is flowing, bull run is going, people need to know how to buy your meme. People need to know how to get that meme. They need to know where to go to get that meme. And when you think of new investors, you have to stop thinking about the way crypto investors invest in things, because they just don't see them the same. They see them as, just explain to me how to buy it. How to buy it and how to make money, period. That's all they want to know. They want to know if I need it. And I was just talking to some other buddies of mine just about the meme coins that I have. And the first thing they asked me was, how do I buy? You got to walk me through this. I have no idea how to buy. And so I started talking to them, saying, hey, download a Phantom Wallet. Man, I don't know all this stuff. That's all I heard. So I know that is one thing we're going to have to start doing, is providing more information on how to buy, how to sell, how to get your Phantom wallet, how to go on the deck screener, how to avoid the scams. Those are the things that people need. And so with Ted, we look at it. We still got 1,186 followers here. When I scroll up, we had some sell-offs. Now, there's another thing I noticed with meme coins is that people hook a lot of bots up to it. And when they hook a lot of bots up to it, it creates volume, but also it creates it causes things to go down because they're trading on various sites. Like they're trading, when I used to see somebody would sell for $8 and I'd be like, what are they doing? But it's like bots. All these bots are hooked up to it. And these bots sell for $1.15, $8.15, $22. Then, it's just like these small amounts. And that kind of messes with the graph a little bit that causes the dots to go up and down. And so, but I do notice that the more you own of a token, the less bots are hooked up to it. I have noticed that. But the more that it's owned by the community, the more bots and all that things that's hooked up to it there. But Ted still kind of currently holds around that, 120. It got up to about 140. It's been holding right at that steady level there. It hadn't dipped below 100K, but it's right around that 100K. And the thing about it is now just starting to talk more about Ted and let people know more about Ted. Gets them, at least new people, acclimated to how to buy Ted. Okay. So now what I'm also going to do, I'm going to flip you a little bit. And I hope my Patreons don't mind but in our Patreon group, we have what we call Black Friday. Now, you asked me, what is Black Friday? I'm going to take you to Black Friday real quick. And just let you see what's going on a little bit. And the Patreons see now how valuable, they even see it, how valuable the community is. And so I'm going to go here. I'm going to make sure I'm in the right one before I share the screen with you guys. And I don't want to share any pertinent or personal information out, but I do want to take you to this site here. So let's see if I can get this out. Let's see here. Okay. Just give me a little bit of time to get this bad boy out. And once we get it out, you will be able to see what is going on. And, we invite you, you can get in on it too. We're going to invite you to give you the opportunity because I believe all the Patreons have gotten in. Sometimes when the Patreons don't get in, they get a little upset, if they feel like anybody else has gotten in before them because they have paid. But I think pretty much a lot of them have, and you can kind of see. So I tell you what, let me go to this site right here, and I'm going to show you what we're talking about. Okay. Let me see if I can pull it up. Just give me 1 second. Bear with me. I'm going to get it up. And then once I get it up, we'll see. All right. Let's see here. Let's go with this. Let's see. And any of you that want to get in, I'm going to explain to you what we're doing with this. And so you all, you can kind of see what's what here. So let's see if we can get it up and running. It takes the computer a little bit of time to get to it. Let me see. I know one of my Patreons put it in the group. So let me see here. They actually put the address. Can one of y'all stamp that address in there for me if y'all in here? I know LaShonda did it, I believe. I just need y'all to stamp that our Black Friday in here. Give me that address so I can paste it. One of y'all can go to it and you'll see what I'm talking about. Let's see here. Let's get to it. Oh man, when you want to find something, a lot of times when you want to find it, you can't find it. Then let's see here. Okay. Appreciate that, Camo. Crypto Camo. Let's see here. I'm gonna hit show because I don't know why I did that right there. All right, let's go ahead and let's get this right here. Show. Okay, will it let me copy? Come on, let me copy it. That's crazy. It will not let me copy it. I see it, but it won't let me copy it. All right, so let's see here. Let me see if I can get it this way. Anyway, that is a man. It's like my screen is it's showing us. It's showing y'all the screen here, but it is jumping off. I'm going to go to our community page and I'll explain this to you. And a lot of you will see what we are doing because one of the things I kept looking at this and I kept saying, you know, we have, let's see. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Come on. Okay, I think I'm almost here. Just got to scroll down to the bottom. I see it. I see it. Just once I get to it, y'all'll be. Anyway, I'm going to talk about Black Friday as I try to get to it. I mean, it's kind of. Let's see here. I tell you what. Here's what I need. I need one of my Patreon members to go to because I can't log it. It's blinking on and off on the screen. What I need you to do is go to my community live group chat and paste that address you just paste there. Paste it on that, the community where we do our chatting. Just direct message it to me, and I can take it from there. Because right now it is not letting me. The screens are just jumping all over the place here. So I'm trying to go from one screen to the another. Let's see here. Then once you put it in there, I'll be able to paste it. But we have what we call Black Friday. And what Black Friday basically is where we create a token. And this token teaches our community members how to buy, how to take profit, how to, do all that. And then also at the same time, it's not where, somebody's telling you to take all your money and put in and just hold. But it is a process where we're learning. It is not a coin that's intended to, bamboozle somebody, or like I bought 1%, and you can see it on the screen. But it's not meant to bamboozle anybody, but people do make profit. Like we had somebody, and some people got upset a little bit, but it wasn't a lot because somebody got it all the way up to like, they got 5%, and then when they got way up, they sold, and there was 2 people that sold. They took profit, and we saw how that kind of stagnated it. We see the need of the community, to whereas you have this amount, but you still need the community to make something go. And it's a great opportunity. I think it allows people to not feel the pressure of not being able to invest and take profit when they make profit. I just think that's the part we're missing. So we just have to find ways to get more retail investors involved, because nobody wants to buy something and just hold it for the rest of their lives. That's not why that's not why you invest. I gotta keep reiterating that to you. No matter what people say, there is nobody that gets into investments to hold investments for the rest of their life. They get into investments to help make them a better life. And so I wanted to be able to do that. And I didn't create it under X because why? Because when I create stuff under X, let me see, I think somebody, did y'all drop it in my Patreon group? Let me see here, because I see a couple of, okay. I believe, let's see here. I believe somebody already did. Is that the GZ? Let me see. Because I want them to see it and then I want to explain to them, because I think this is a great opportunity for all new investors to get in and get an understanding of this. I also think it's a great time for old investors to get into it, look at it, and see where they have opportunity. And things just aren't stagnant. So I see this right here. So I'm going to highlight this. I believe at 08 sent me a tweet. So let me see if I can get this in here like this. Okay, let's see here. Come on. All right, didn't get nothing there. I am not getting, guys, this is unbelievable. Let's see. I'm going to get it pulled up, but this is really unbelievable. How in the world can you not pull up your own post? Let's see. This is where I cannot believe this. Let's see. And it is not this thing. This has got to be the weirdest settings I've ever seen before. I've never seen it like this. And it is not, and I don't see anybody. Let's see, in the community tab. Did any of y'all put it in the community tab? That where, okay, there we go. I see somebody did put it in there. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Steven. Appreciate you. That is big time. So now I'm able to get it. I'm going to show this to you. I'm going to share it down. Okay, now, so what we did, we have this called Black Friday. We're sitting at 72%. Now, this is a token created, number one, that allows Patreon members to invest and be able to sell when they choose to. Number one, okay? So they make an investment. Number two, it was only, the reason it hadn't gone live yet, because I only let the Patreon group know about it. This is only in their group. Nobody else knows about it. We didn't put a website up with it, but we did put a Discord, because we weren't trying to bamboozle anybody. We weren't trying to say, hey, man, we're creating this thing, and we're going to rug you at the end. That's not what we're trying. That's not the goal of this. But it is an opportunity where people can invest in, and when they make profit, they'll understand how to take profit. They'll look at the bar and see how the bar moves, like when a price is impacted. So a lot of times when you're taking investments and you as a group are trying to build a meme coin, when you go into your Phantom wallet and you take like 80% or 60% of just everything, it will tell you price impact. And when you see price impact, you notice these lines like this, okay? Big lines. This is where somebody just ignored the price impact, okay? But you also notice where people have been buying here and there have been holding. Why? Because we have a common goal. They want to get it live. And so you see all these holders. You see my wallet right here, 1.06%. That's the DEV. If you ever on this sites like this and you see the DEV, this is the DEV, okay? This is the DEV. You can click on the DEV and it'll show you where the DEV wallet has 10 million in there. So you have that right there. And then you have the percentages here. We had some 5. Now, some of you may want to get in now, because people know when they buy on this side, the price, it goes up. Just got to let you know that. So, people, buy in, you have the bonding curve, but there is a difference when you buy here and then when you have it on another site. So what we're doing in the Patreon group, we're not only showing people how to, invest in memes, how to buy memes, but we're also showing you how to make a profit in memes, how to, take profit, how to grow a meme in a community where, you get an idea of who's investing in it. And so that's where you see right now. And so when, now a lot of, and it's not under X. So here's a meme. If you're looking for something where, You won't just, everything just won't get pulled, because I can show you one where it was like right at about 98% right there. And then I'm thinking it's only 2%. It's only 2%. It goes live and the dev just sucked everything out. But he owned like over 8% of it. And so when he owned 8% of it, when he took it out, it dropped it all the way back down to 7%. So now it's like the token is still live, but the bonding curve is so high. So what we're doing in the Patreon group is we're teaching and also learning how to make and take profit. Now, it is profitable to people who buy on this side. They get an opportunity to make money when they buy on this side, and it does go live. All right. And then when it goes live, you see, like you still have to go through that phase. You have to go through when to buy, know when to sell, know when to take the profit, how much profit to take out, how much to leave in case it runs up. All those things are things that you have to do it in order to get better at it. And you can't get better at it with people just telling you to hold for the rest of your life. You can't. You just can't get better at that. But the more you do it, the better you get at it. What are we doing? We're creating life-changing money. We're teaching people how to invest. We're teaching people how to take profit. We're teaching people how to hold. We're teaching people what to leave in case you do get a run-up. We're teaching people, the second part of that is understanding that when you invest in a meme, you're investing in, it's something that you own. You own the meme. And when you own the meme, you want to do everything in your power to help promote it. We're also teaching you how to take over memes. A lot of people, they're buying so much of one because they're wanting to own that meme. And so that's one of the big things I think we've got to understand. And I'm kind of reading through some of these comments here. Just kind of reading through, and some people understand, some people still don't understand a little bit. Like I know somebody said, I think this is Dean. I think Ted is my coin. Can you please invest? Can you have a big invest there in Bugs Bunny? Not sure what, but I don't know, but BFX. I don't know about what BFX is. But anyway, but the biggest thing is, and I'm not kind of understanding what I think somebody just, all right. I'm not understanding what the comment is. You may have to restate that. I'm sure not. I'm not understanding. But the biggest thing is what we want to learn here is there's another part of this meme thing that we got to learn. And I see that is what we have to understand, the difference in rug pulls and the difference in people taking profit. And let me make my screen bigger, because I'm just going to talk to you just quite frankly, because a lot of people talk about rug pulls, but they really don't know what a rug pull is. A rug pull is where you intentionally put all this out about this coin, and then somebody who has astronomical amount of the coins before it can stand on its own, before it has found some legs, they take everything up from under it, and then it doesn't have any legs anymore, or it goes to zero. That is a rug pull. But here's where people don't understand. This is not a rug pull when people invest $1,000, they make $2,000, and they take $7,000 out. That's not a rug pull. That's somebody taking profit. And that's the craziest thing. And some of the people that's saying rug pulls are the very people that's taking profit. They're taking profit. I mean, if you go invest in, let's see, if you go invest in, I'm gonna give you an example, Apple, and you buy Apple stock, and you put $195 in your Apple stock, and it goes up to $800. You take $500. Oh, they rug pulled us. No, they didn't. They took profit. They're not even the Apple owners. Now, if you put in and Apple took, $8 billion out, closed up shop, shut everything down, disappeared, that's a rug pull. So I think we need to really clarify, because people throw rug pulls out and they really have no idea. They just think because somebody took profit. And when somebody takes profit, you know what happens to your money? It goes down. People say, oh, it's a rug pull. No, it's not. It's just that person took profit. That person's money was holding up your money. And it's all a part of investing. It really is. That's why when you see Bitcoin go down, I never heard nobody say Bitcoin's a rug pull because it went down. Bitcoin went down. They went down from 70-some thousand to 50-some thousand. I never heard nobody say it's a rug pull. Bitcoin had a retracement. So we got to understand what we're talking about when we say investments. And when we start understanding that, we won't be saying these crazy things. I'm like, there's no way this person understands crypto if they're talking about somebody taking profit as a rug pull. A rug pull, again, is when somebody takes everything out, just totally like zeroes the project out, close up shop, shut the thing down, disappears, Telegram group is gone, you have nobody to talk to. That's a rug pull. You got it? And we have people that are feeling guilty. I'm talking to people over and over that's feeling guilty about taking a $200 profit. Like, they're leaving the money in, but they say, you know what? Or they're taking the money that they invested into it. They're just saying, I'm just pulling and people, I don't understand that. And they're feeling guilty about it. I'm like, why would you feel guilty about taking a low profit? And that's because that's what we want. That's what I want you to be able to do here. And so what this does, it allows me to show people how people take profit, okay, and how people invest. Now, if Black Friday is something that, again, will only be in the Patreon group. You got it? So if you're not in the Patreon group, but then after the Patreons have had their opportunity, they bought, then I open it up to all my members. And then I open it up to the public and give people an opportunity. And I do tell you, I said, if you make profit, you make profit, you make profit. And that's the thing. I only got like 1%. And you can see that, but because it's not something that I'm, it's just more so for my Patreon group. And then my Patreon group, after they're good, they're like, okay, open it up to everybody, let everybody get. And that was one of the things that they had a discrepancy with, because they could never get in. Because if I put it on the X, you got 5 or 6 people doing something. Then on top of 5 or 6 people mimicking what I'm doing, you got people just, buying it to the cows come home. They never could get in. There were people who just didn't get in. And so that's some of the things we got. So we do have that there. Okay. We got Ted. But I wanted to talk to you today about that, because I don't want you to feel guilty about that. Understanding there is a difference, and some of y'all really get it. There is a difference in the rug pull is what we had in BAB. Okay. And I'm not gonna throw people names under the bus, but one of the people on our team actually moved all the tokens in one. I gave him the coin, and it's called BAB. It's still there. I gave him that coin because he wanted to have his own coin. Like, people ask me all the time, can they launch a coin through me? And that's, in the beginning, I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. And that's the reason why I didn't want to do that. But we launched the coin, gave him full autonomy of the Twitter page, full autonomy of the Telegram, full autonomy of everything. And he moved 120 million tokens in there, pulled it all out, shut his computer down, shut off his Telegram group, and just disappeared. Didn't hear anything. That's a rug pull. That is a rug pull. All right. But a rug pull is not when people sell and devs come and say, hey, we're going to get it going. We had some people sell, but we're going to keep rolling. We'll keep fighting for the listings. We're going to keep fighting. I still got my money in it because I still believe in it. That's not a rug pull. That's just, hey, we had some sell-off. People made profit. I'm glad people came in here and made profit. Now, I want everybody to make profit, but that's not realistic if you don't what? If you don't get a little profit. So we got to find out ways in order to be able to do that. And that's one of the things that yeah, I haven't heard BTC was rugged, but I do hear when BTC is in red, that is true. A lot of times, well, not a lot of times, every time when Bitcoin goes down, it's like everything goes down. Everything goes down, and that's a part. I know when BTC go down, I try to buy some. The reason I try to buy some because I don't want to be one of those people that's trying to buy it at 70K. It's going to, one thing I know the stock market is going to go up, it's going to go down. I also know when it comes to meme coins, anything can happen with a meme coin. And here's I'm gonna give y'all some things that some people don't think about. And this is how powerful you are as a consumer, but we really don't realize that. And developers, I'm telling you now, there's some developers that even though they're rugged and they see you do this, I guarantee you they'll try to stop you. And they can't because they're rugged. And all you gotta do is just buy it up. But a lot of people, what they don't realize is that I can get on Dex Screener right now, and the token I just bought that they pulled everything out is still sitting there. It really is. It's still sitting there. I could go in and I could buy enough to put that thing in the bonding curve and make all the money I want to make off of it. Not only that, without I can actually pay for YouTubers talk about it. I'm just giving you an example. I could get it retweeted. I can get people talking about it, and I can keep investing in it. And I can get people to invest in on top of what I invested in to help me make money. Because once you created it, you just created the token. Okay. All right. But if you didn't see it through or whatever, I can just pick it up. I really can. And I can pick it up because anybody, whatever you own the most of, like for instance, I could be sitting there with the Apple CEO, and all I have to do is buy 51% of that company, and I am the sole owner of it. That's all I have to do. Just buy 51% of it. If I own 51%, then the only part that's left is 49%. I am the majority owner. I control Apple, just like that. That's why some people won't let you buy up all their shares. That's why meme coins, you see people where they own majority of it, they won't, because if you buy it all up, you become the owner. Whether they like it or not, you become the owner. And so you basically control it. And so that's one of the things that a lot of times I don't think we understand that. And because it takes money to be able to do that. And nobody has, well, some people do. I mean, because, you got to have a little bit of money to be able to put over in here and let's let it sit there and to say, well, I'll just wait for this thing to grow. As long as you talk about it, as long as they're talking about it, they got it in the screen, I'll wait for it to grow. And then when it hits, I'll make my profit then because I'm buying it at a really low rate. But if they're not talking about it, if I don't see any news about it, if no one's, then I'm not going to mess with it because that's not a good investment. That's not, because there's no news being flown about it. And so I'm constantly looking, but Black Friday is here, and we do have it. And if you, a lot of times, y'all get on Pump Fund, and I will say this, y'all get on Pump Fund, y'all get on Degen, and y'all start trying to buy tokens before they go live. You can't tell me you don't do that, okay? You can't tell me that, but a lot of you do. So I'm going to show you one that's here right now. I'm going to let you see it again. There it is. It's currently at 72% from King of the Hill, and the bonding curve is at 62%. All right. So it's not under X. So you won't see it under X. It is this address. That's the token address here, I believe. So it's created by 5E6W. So you don't have to worry about the developer rugging it. Why? Because the developer has what? 1.08 1.06%. It's not enough to be rug. Okay. So if you want to get an opportunity to get in on something right now before it gets to radium, and then make your sales, make your buys, it's it right there. It's not, and that's the thing. And so I'm letting my group know. Let's see, trillions, half of $3.54 trillion. Dang. Yeah. So it's I guess I'm not following that one, but I do understand what you're saying. The 3.54 trillion, half of it. So it's that market is crazy, but we're opening up because there's so much about crypto that people are still learning. There's so much about meme coins that I've learned that I couldn't say I write a thesis, but I could write a nice book on some things that I would say, hey, do this, don't do that, watch out for this. And but I'm still working on TED, still working on listings. But I really need that bull run to get here. But in order for it to be an effective bull run for any of the meme coins, now what I'm doing a thorough background check on how much people own. I know that's crazy, but I just gotta know. But I'm getting when I say getting myself in position, I've been doing more videos talking about how to buy, like how to go to Phantom, download your wallet, how to get the coin address, how to put it in, how to transfer from Coinbase to Phantom wallet, how do you transfer it into USDC. Those are the things that we need. Those are the videos you need to share with people out in the community after you tell them about the profit you make. Because once you tell them about, hey, I just made $8,000 on this meme coin, you know the next question they're going to ask you? Show me where you bought it at. Because that's the first thing I told my buddy in Atlanta. He didn't want to hear nothing about memes. He was like, man, that crypto stuff, I don't really get with it. I don't trust it. I said, let me tell you how much money I made right here. And I showed him just a wallet. And when he looked at the wallet, he was like, how do I do that? And I was like, well, got to download Phantom. He's like, man, I don't know how to do that stuff. You got to show me. You got to walk me step by step. Okay. And so when I do those videos, you need to, help and get it out. And those of you who are trying to take profit, those of you who are always complaining about not being able to get in on ground floor, we're probably at roughly 18% from being king of the hill. And that's Black Friday. They have the link in there with 18 cents. Once you be 18% of king of the hill, then you get everybody else kind of comes in. But 18% right there. So you got a great opportunity if you want to get in at ground level on a meme coin. That's the Black Friday ticker, BFX. And the information on it is welcome to Black Friday, the crypto that prepares you for Friday night. So I guess people are trying to make money for Friday night. So that's it right there. They got their little logo. But I definitely want to come talk to you. And that's the thing with TED now is that, I'm looking at more retailers and just, actually going after retailers. It's also talking about memes of color. My discrepancy with anything else is just I have to check. Here's my thing, and you got to understand this. I hope you understand this. On Pump Fun and DGen, people get to buy whatever. Well, really Pump Fun, they get to buy whatever they want. So when everybody buys big, huge amounts, it's like you got, instead of one developer, you got 10, 15 developers. They all got a very strong hold on a coin. All right. And so in the beginning, a lot of them kind of shake themselves out after it goes live, but they have a strong hold on that. And when they have a strong hold on that, a lot of times, you don't know in the foundation, you got some strong parts of the foundation, but if one person's not like that, it can shake the whole foundation. And so that's another thing I am learning here. So I am learning that. And I have been working in the background, just, steadily, constantly, because I know the bull run isn't here, but I know you prepare in the dark. You prepare when it's not here. You don't wait till it get here and then say, oh, I got to get ready. You get ready. So I'm preparing in my mind if there were 1,000 people with $1,000 looking for a meme to invest in, that they can make more than 4 or 5%, where they can get in after they done hit the deck screen and got rugged a few times. They're gonna find it. They're gonna find it, and that's why I'm preparing. And so I keep that in mind. And what this has allowed me to do is hammer out a lot of things. Like, in this last 2 months, I've been able to actually see things that if I knew this then, totally different. Totally different. But I am in the position where I can steadily keep moving to get things in place for that influx. And so that's one of the things I'm doing right now. But if you get an opportunity, man, jump on over to Black Friday, ticker BFX. Jump on over there. You don't have to worry about if you put up one soul in now. Got my fingers crossed now, because if you look at it, there are a lot of people in front of the dev, and a lot of these people are in my Patreon community. So I'm a Patreon. Y'all said y'all want to get it live, and y'all wanted me to introduce to the people. So I did introduce to the people. I told them about it, and I'm gonna show it again. Right there. I show it again and again and again. Let's see if I can get it up there now. Bam, there it is. Boom. Let's see if we can get to the right page here. All right, there we are. And let's see here. It's sitting right there. And the whole time been 74%. So it's like 16% from King of the Hill. 16%. This is the Patreon's Black Friday BFX. There it is. That's the ticker symbol, BFX. Go ahead. Go ahead and get you some now. You said ground level. There's ground level for you. You can't get no ground level in this right here. All right. And so just want to let y'all know that Apple market cap. Let's see here. Man, we got some comments, but I definitely wanted to talk to you to see what about Foxy Lena blockchain. All right. Don't know too much about that. Foxy Lena. Is Foxy Lena, is that a coin, or is that like a blockchain you can Foxy Lena? I never heard of that. Let me I'm just put that on deck screen and see what comes up. Foxy Lena. Let's see here. Foxy Lena. LINEA. All right, Foxy Lena. Oh, Foxy on the Lena blockchain. I think this is the right one. Oh, I see it now. Let's go ahead. Let's share this. It is at $36.3 million. So let's see here. How many holders they got? Top holders. And you know what? This is what I'm talking about. Look at this right here. Let me see if I can get it here. Make it a little bigger. The red is the sell. The green is the buys. You see, they have a lot of buys, a lot of buys, a lot of buys, a lot of buys. And then you have sales, 4,000. 5. That's normal. $56,000, $183,000 in sales. That's normal, people. FDV 120. They got 3.5 liquidity. Not bad. I think when memes get to this point, I'm kind of slow because I don't think the return is great, because I think they kind of run. Now some of them can, but let's look at how this one fared, because it's been out roughly a total of, let me see how many days. They all got flags. Lord have mercy. People flag them. So I'm looking for it. It's on ETH. See, I'm trying. Did I overlook the days? How many days it's been out? Or did I go by it? Because I'm not seeing it. Quick and tell, no issues. Pulled. Deck screener. It didn't tell me how long it's been out. I was looking for it. But I mean, as far as the strength-wise, 36.3 million is strength-wise. I don't see the holders or anything on it. It's not showing the holders. I don't know if that's something new with because I'm not a big, I know Solana. I don't know a lot about the Lena blockchain and stuff like that. I have to really dig into it, but from what I'm seeing right now, it is it's relatively strong though, because it is at 36.4. But when it gets this strong, you're gonna have some sales, you're gonna have some buys, and I mean, just kind of depends. I mean, but it 36.4 million. I look at that like a strong token. So it's right here. I'm looking at some other things: Bybit, Linux, the partners, OKX. Let's see, Telegram, Discord, Medium, Geico, CoinMarketCap, Deck Screener. So and they've got enough liquidity there to where they can easily get on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko, and that's one of the things is that you have to have the liquidity in there, and and I'm gonna tell y'all something. Here's another thing that I've learned with this. If the developer, and I got to point this out to you, if a developer owns about, and they have to be they have to really hold it now. They can't take it and be thinking quick profit mindset. But if a developer has like 60 or 70% of a token and they actually hold it, and when you start buying it, even though you're not getting a lot of tokens, but the market cap can move so fast with that because those other tokens are out of circulation. It's the same thing as if they were burned. It's just the developer has to hold them. But if they hold them, if they just hold them there, the developer, don't worry about people buying and selling, but just hold it there. The market cap can go from 100K to almost like, 23, 36 million easily. It's because they're holding, they got 60 or 70% of the tokens out of circulation. You're not buying. So it's only a few you can buy. So, those are some things I'm looking at a little differently now when I look at meme tokens, is how much is in circulation, but how much is like, if that developer, and if I can get in touch with the developer, and if I can talk to the developer and I can get a good feel on this developer and feel like, hey, they're solid. And this is, I mean, man, and that's the scary part, is if they're solid, and they really want the token to grow and they really believe in it, man, I'm going to invest in it, because I know that market cap can move quick. Market cap, I kid you not, I tried to see what it takes to move a market cap. I took $100 and put in on TED and moved the market cap like $2,000. And I'm like, so a market cap can move rather quickly as you buy with volume. And it doesn't take a lot, which is, I still don't understand those numbers. Like, it's you can really move a market. You can move the volume. I'm still trying to figure out how $100 can raise a token by $2,000. Just don't understand that, but it can, and that's the craziest thing. And your money goes up. And so just imagine if you got a community there that totally gets the full understanding of that, can understand, number one, that hey, we're going to get the market cap here. Please hold. That's the hard part. But the developer says, hey guys, I own 65% of this token. Okay. Now, I promise you this. I'm not going to sell. I'm going to hold it. So go ahead and let's move the market cap. I guarantee you they can move that coin in a matter of a day. They could push that to $2 to $3 some million in a day. In a day. 10 million in a day. I'm talking about like a few hours. And you could do that with about 80 people. You really can. You want me to tell you how I know that? You really want me to tell you how I know that? We did it with Ted. We really did it with Ted. We did it with Ted very easily. I mean, very easily. That's what we did it with. And so I know it can be done. I know it can be done. And so that's some of the things. So hindsight's 2020. If I could have did it all over again, there's some, would it be? Yes. But I do know this is that, we got to prepare for the bull run. And that's one of the things. And so that's not a bad token. If you just ask me, that's not a bad one. Let's see here. Ran that contract quick and tell, and the sticking a delayed honeypot. Oh, okay. So I'm going to tell y'all, Crypto Camo, he has this. He has an app called Quick and Tell, and I talked to him on Telegram not too long ago, and what he was telling me is that he can run like contracts through, and he could tell. So the Quick and Tell app, and y'all can see in the comments, the Shadow Shield AI is predicting it's a delayed honeypot. Now, a delayed honeypot, I didn't say it was a honeypot, so whoever asked me to look at it, don't get mad at me. I'm just explaining what a honeypot is, because I got sucked into a honeypot too. A honeypot is when you buy a crypto and it goes up, but you never can sell. Like you just keep buying. And the thing about it is your money keeps going up, but you never can sell. You never see any sales. Like you go through it, there's no sales. That's a honeypot. And then in the end, after it gets up so high, you got bamboo, because what do we get a rush on? We get a rush on the upswing. Once we get that rush on the upswing, it's kind of like, oh man. So how do you tell it's a honeypot? You may buy like $20, and then you may see if I can take. I know sometimes y'all see that. Somebody will buy $20, and then they'll sell $20 real fast. They're trying to see if they can get their money out before they put a lot of money in. If they can get their money out, then they understand, okay, this is not a honeypot. I can buy and sell. If you do it on, if the coin is made on Pump Fund or Degen, they can't really do honeypots there because Degen and Pump Fund, they own it. But the flip side of Degen and Pump Fund is you don't know who are your major wallet holders. That's the only thing you don't know. So you're going into it, unless you buy the whole dang on token up, you're going into a coin, not as one developer, but probably about 10 developers. And all developers have equal amount of power with the coin. Until one developer leaves, you'll see it drop. And then the other developers either have to decide, do we want to buy this and consume that part so we can own it more? Or do we want to just turn over to the general public and let another person come in and assume the seat of the developer? That's how it works on Pump Fund and Degen. I'm telling you, and anybody can tell you this, you have no control over that, nothing. The only way you control it is at the beginning, you take about $10,000, $12,000, 14, and buy the whole thing up. And now you control it. So now you have the basal floor. You know what that floor is. People can buy. And unless you pull everything out, the coin is good. It's strong, it's steady, and it can go. I understand that now. And a lot of you, y'all see that too. And so that's that on that end. But we're going to keep working. We're going to keep working. Again, Black Friday is there. It's in the Patreon. If you want to join the Patreon group, we have it open for 55 spots. They may want me to open it up for a little bit more, because we're at right now, we only got, I think it's 14 seats. And when I go back to the group, they may tell me, hey, open it up to 65 people. Let 65 people come in. Because before we had we had, I think, like 57, 58. But then when I put it on the Crypto Secret X, we had another 30, 40 people come in. So it was like a madhouse. It was just because you only got 85 sold. And so you got that. If somebody buys two and two of them, it's like all of them are gone. So you don't have a chance of buying it. And that's what we're running into. And so now, we have it. So now, the Patreon is going to give me feedback. They're going to say, hey, like today they were saying, tell other people. Like some people were like sharing in Telegram group. And other people were like, no, because they're going to think it's another coin listed on X. But it is for the Patreons, and then it is for the community. But I didn't want to create a coin under Crypto Secret X because I knew what that was going to do. But the Patreons, they wanted Black Friday, in which you can buy, you can sell, you can make profit, you can invest, you can understand how to take profit, all of that, which is completely normal. So for those of you who don't think it's normal to take profit, please just stop investing in crypto. If you believe you're supposed to buy crypto and hold it for the rest of your life until the day you die, do not invest in another coin because you are misconstrued. Investments are made to invest, make a profit, leave a little bit in case it goes up, that goes up more, invest. That's investments, period. I don't know what anything else is. You get a 401k, 401k, whatever, and you invest it. You tell people, you go to your broker, take my money and invest it. And in a year, I want to see you that I've made money. I don't want to see where you've left my money in one thing and it just sits there. That's not, in that case, give me my money. Just give me my money. If that's what you're doing, let my money sit there, give my money back. That's not investments, people. And I don't want you to go around saying it's a rug pull because somebody made $5,000 and they took $400 profit, and you're in there yelling and screaming in people Telegram groups that they rug pull. Please don't do that, because that is just the most idiotic thing I've seen in my life when I see people doing that. The only reason they're doing that because they saw their money go from $2,000 to $1,500 and they're mad. That's investments. Investments is not for the weak of heart. It is not for the people who panic. It is not for the people who are like this. Investments, you got to know when you get in, you invest what you can afford to what? Lose. Number one. Number two, it's not financial advice. You only invest what you can afford to lose. If I always tell people, here's your rule of thumb, here's how you got it. If you're walking down the street, how much money could drop out of your pocket right now and you not even worry about it? Some people may say, if I drop $5 out of my pocket and I can't find it, I'm good. It's no problem. If I drop $200 out of my pocket, I'm nervous, I'm panicking. If I drop $1,000 out of my pocket, I'm nervous, I'm panicking. Some people, $200 is not going to bother them at all. So they're going to put $200 in. That's how you invest. So you don't be a panicky person in a group of investors. Because when you're like that, nobody wants to be a part of that. Nobody even wants those investors around them. They're too panicky. Like they make everybody nervous. I don't like being around them. I'm like, if you're that panicky, you're putting in too much money. What you have to do is scale it back to where you're comfortable, to where when you put in, you're good. You know, if it's $20 and you don't care what happens to $20, that's how much you should start with. Start with that amount and then ease your way. Stop going, because when you invest and you heap in like that, you're doing it out of, you're doing it with hopes of getting rich, or you kind of just rolling the dice. You're shooting craps. All right. So don't do that. I don't encourage that, but I'm not, the goal here was for people to make money, and I can't make money with people that's keeping me stagnant and telling people to hold for the rest of their life. I can't do that. And I'd just rather those people go and find a channel that they tell people, that people tell them to hold for the rest of their life. I just rather them do that. If they're panicky, and they just lose their mind, if they lose $50, don't invest with me. Just don't invest. Just go to work, put your money in the bank, and you don't have to worry about that. That's probably the best thing for you. But if you want to learn how to invest, you want to learn how to take profit, you want to learn how to make money, it's good. You're gonna love Black Fridays. You're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna have fun. Anybody else, it's not for you. And if you find a problem, it's just not for you. Just move on. Don't stay here and complain. Just move on. And then it'll open it up, and then the people that enjoy it or whatever, and they want to make profit, and they don't want to feel like people are condemning them for taking their profit, bam, let's go. Let's build it. Let's go. And let's grow together. All right. So I hope we understanding that on that end. But y'all know I'm going to be a little bit more cautious when it comes to giving control of groups and stuff now. And the reason that y'all already know now, I done got about 3 times. And when I say got, I mean, these are people that, that in the beginning, that people say, hey man, you got to let, I gave a lot of trust now. But I'm not going to hold that against everybody. You get got, but then you have to learn how to pick yourself back up, dust yourself back off, and understand that everybody's not like that, and so, it's a learning process. It's a learning process. We're getting at it. But believe me, and I've also learned to kind of close my mouth on what I'm saying or what I'm working on in the background. And the reason being is because I'm not saying that people are taking the ideas and, just doing them. But I just know now, some of the ideas is best kept quiet until it's in fruition. And then once it's there, boom. Because I am seeing some ideas that I have told people by bigger YouTubers, and they're doing it now. And we talk. So I'm going to keep that to myself until everything falls into place. Because I notice, because my channel isn't as big as theirs, they're just taking the ideas and going bigger. So I get it. Understand, they're making money. That's good. But now that's another part of it I've learned. So I've learned a lot in this last 2 months. That when I come out and do a video making your meme coins, anybody wants to do that, oh man, whoo, I would love to talk to you. I might make that a consultation video, like not just give it away for free, but if you really want to understand and say, hey, well, tell me some of the things that you knew or you found out along the way. That'd be a I'll set up a consultation part. We'll talk, and I promise you, man, I can give you some stuff behind the scenes. You will be very shocked at what happens and what people do to you, and just some of the things you got to look out for. But we are still working on TED. We're still working. I'm still working on memes of color. I don't know why y'all are ignoring memes of color. I just don't know why. I do know why people have their certain feelings about Looney, Rodman, and Dab. I understand that. And you know, I think that's more so understanding who the holders are, just to be frankly honest with you. But I do know Ted, and again, y'all keep ignoring it. I don't know why. You know, I'll find out why. Maybe y'all don't like memes of colors. I don't know, but it's there. All right. But Ted continues to hold strong, man. Ted continues to hold strong. We do have some diamond holders there. But trust me, y'all, now. And I tell y'all this, I'm working in the background now. I'm working. I just know now that I need to be a little bit more quieter as I work. I can talk on Telegram a little bit, but, you know, YouTube, it's open to the public. And so that's what it is. I'm not gonna hold you any longer though. We've been on here about a good hour. Okay, so let's see here. We got a few y'all in here, and we're live on Twitter. So but jump in the Telegram group. I know I know we've changed all the other ones to more informative. Like if you go to Ted, if you click from Telegram group from the Ted deck screener, it's more informative. Looney's the same way. We pushed everybody over. Trying to think of the other ones. But yeah, Memes of Color. Yeah, Memes of Color is actually in the X ecosystem. All right. Just want to kind of break that to you today. But I'm not going to hold you any longer. But remember, anything you do, you never learn how to swim without jumping in. And this is so prophetic. You will never in your life climb a mountain without stumbling. This is Chris Crypto Secret X. I am out.
Keep the devil watching over me. Save me. Save me. Less than before I walk away. Spellbound, I'll stutter, I pray, release.